Good morning to whoever is out there. Whoever will come in and join. I'm on super early today. Super duper early. So we'll probably get people from other parts of the world. Hi, Serena. Welcome. Either people from other parts of the world or insomniacs like me. Sai, my dear, do you ever sleep? Good morning. Good morning. As always, let's go ahead and get our Palo Santo going. Some good vibes. Clear out any doo-doo energy. Yes, it's 2 a.m. Pacific time. That's where I am, my dear. I am in Los Angeles. Welcome, 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 my darlings. So today's setup is a little bit different from what we're used to for our daily message. I'm recording your love videos for April, the love readings for April. So since I already have this setup going, it's so much work to take it down and change it. I thought today's angel message would be focused on manifesting love. Good morning. Hello, New Hampshire. Yeah, so I thought, why don't we go ahead and do a message on manifesting love? I get so many love reading requests, as you imagine. A lot of those people who book personal readings, I think maybe like 80% of them are focused on love or feeling stuck about a love situation. And it's always because something needs to be healed. So why don't we go ahead and do a little healing love manifestation message here? Manifesting money. We'll do that too, my dear. I promise you. We'll do a money manifesting one next. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect here and see what we get. Let's see what we're gonna get. What you see is what you get. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm burning some lovely rose incense as well. I love to work with roses when I'm manifesting love. So we'll go ahead and get you guys some rose there too. Put some good juju on you guys for some love manifesting. Get some of that beautiful rose energy. Right? I always say, guys, don't chase love. Don't chase. There's no need to chase love. You know, think about a rose that, you know, opens up and blossoms, and then the bees come and pick up the scent and find that rose. The rose doesn't need to grow feet and run around chasing after bees. All you have to do is let yourself shine, and your soulmate will find you. Okay? But let's see what message we have for love for our darling friends who are here today. We have a little bit of a different setup today. The info is in the description, guys. I know a lot of you like to ask about the decks. I take a lot of time choosing my decks, so a lot of you see that, I think, because people are like, what deck is that? What deck is that? I'm always looking for beauty and healing in my deck, so the link to this deck is in the description. You can definitely check it out. All right. We've got this beautiful message here, my dears. We have kindness, okay? And a lot of you might see this, especially those of you who are very, very frustrated about, you know, manifesting love. Some of you might see this and say, I'm the kindest person I know. This card doesn't apply to me. Some of you are already pissed off at me. Some of you are already like, I'm already kind. Well, I'm sure you are. That's actually the people who have the hardest time manifesting love. The kind people, the people with the good hearts, the people who are loving. And, you know, I'm sure all of us have seen it where like we're a really nice person, or we're very good for others, or very good to others. But then we see sometimes, and we try not to judge, but sometimes we see people who behave in a very rotten way, who are very selfish, who treat people very poorly. And you might look over and say, man, how did that horrible, wretched person land a partner like that? How does that person's boyfriend or girlfriend tolerate them? Okay, like how did that horrible person get such a wonderful person like that? Well, you're seeing a mirror, because you're that big person, a big hearted loving person. And a lot of the times, the people with the biggest hearts, we love people who we see their highest potential, but they're not kind people, right? But we see into the soul, and we see who they could be if they were on the right path. And so we feel like, I'm going to love this person, I'm going to be kind to them, I'm going to give them all of this light, I'm going to heal them, and they're going to be able to come into this loving energy. But it doesn't happen that way, because when you have a kind heart, you see the good in others. But we sometimes have to stop and realize we have to see other people for the choices they're making now in their life, not for who they could be or what they could be. We have to accept their free will and who they're choosing to be. And sometimes people choose to be low vibrational people or selfish people, so we have to let that go. But that awful, rotten person who landed that wonderful partner, that's another whole side of manifestation. That awful, rotten person who landed a wonderful partner landed their partner because, number one, they feel like they deserve to have anybody they want. Number two, they feel very entitled. Number three, they have set their energy in the universe about how other people are going to treat them. They've mastered manifesting. So they didn't land that person because they deserve that person. They landed that person because they feel like they do deserve it, and because they're very clear on what they will tolerate and what they won't tolerate. So sometimes really giving, loving people have a very hard time accepting. People who are very loving and very kind have a very hard time to um, be able to receive kindness from others, because we're so giving, we're so loving, we're so selfless. It can feel weird sometimes to just be in this energy, to allow somebody to be kind to you, because you feel like, oh, this person's like waiting on me hand and foot, and you're so humble to where like you don't want to allow it, right? But that's why that awful, rotten person got the great person, because they're in the energy of receiving. Like they're so ready to receive, they're so open to receive, they can't even comprehend not receiving, right? So there needs to be a certain degree of healthy entitlement when you're manifesting love, or when you're manifesting a partner. You have to be ready to receive kindness from others. And that is one of the biggest problems that givers get. They give and they give and they give, and they end up giving into like this person who's a complete and total abyss. Like you just keep giving, but you're giving into this black hole. Okay, a lot of you who are drawn to this channel, or who are drawn to my readings, you are empaths. And I do hope to make videos in the future that explain why landing healthy love relationships can be difficult for empaths, because empaths tend to attract narcissists, and they tend to be attracted to narcissists. And it can become a very vicious cycle until you learn the science behind it, and why it happens, and how to prevent it. Okay, most empaths are healers, and it doesn't have to be a curse, doesn't have to be a curse. Most empaths are healers, right? And we're so used to feeling everybody else's emotions, everybody else's feelings. Going to the grocery store can be exhausting. Your best friend may call, and you may love this person more than anybody else in the world. Your best friend may call you, and after a few minutes on the phone, you're tired. You're like, man, I need to take a nap, because you can feel whatever they're kind of coming in to vent about, or whatever they need your support with. And you may feel, exhausted after like a few minutes of a phone call, because empaths are healers, and we feel everyone else's feelings, and feeling everybody else's feelings is exhausting. But guess what? The narcissist doesn't have feelings. Or a lot of them are sometimes borderline sociopaths, right? They don't have emotion. They don't feel remorse, they don't feel guilt, they don't feel, they just, everything is very robotic for them. So they come into this energy where when we're near them, it's all of a sudden we feel calm, we feel peace, it's almost like we feel comforted. And we don't realize the reason why this person feels so good to us is because we're not feeling their baggage or their issues or their heavy emotions, because they don't have any, right? But then over time, you begin to learn. You begin to learn the difference between who is soothing, who is comforting, and who doesn't have emotions, who's kind of a little bit of like a cold-hearted, person. You begin to learn that. And once you master that, you will stop putting a lot of your energy into broken people. Narcissists love empaths, because what do narcissists love? They love to receive. They love to be the center of attention. They love to have the best kind of attention, the best kind of, service. And that's what empaths do. Empaths love in a very big way. That's why the narcissist becomes very addicted to the empath. That's why the narcissist will come in and out 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 20 years, you name it, because you have such an addictive supply. But at the same time, this person is very selfish, and they're going to tell themselves that, oh, well, I don't want to stick with one person, so I want to go down the buffet and I want to have everything in the buffet. And then they think, wow, well, that empath was really, really great. I need to get back and get some more of that. I need to get seconds and thirds and fourths and fifths, okay? So that's what happens. So if you're going to manifest love, we need to learn to be a little bit, like I said, that healthy entitlement, to where we're ready to receive. Okay, people always ask me, how can I balance and have the right amount of giving and not being a selfish person? Like, how can I give for the sake of giving and being a loving person, but at the same time not get taken advantage of, or not get bled dry? Okay, it's the same as like you would be with your finances or with your money, I would hope. If I came to you and if I said, hey, can I please borrow $50? I'm begging you, I really need it. I need $50, otherwise my power is gonna get cut off or whatever, right? And maybe you only have $50 to your name, or maybe you only have $55 to your name until your next paycheck, right? And I can't pay you until a few weeks. It's not going to make sense for you to give me that $50 if you're going to have to go 2 weeks without any food, without, gas for your car, or bus fare, or train fare, or whatever it is. As much as you might be like, yeah, I really love you, I want to help you, it would be foolish for you to give me that money. But maybe what you would say is, look, I really can't give you the 50, but I can give you 10, or I can give you 5, or whatever you can spare. And our energy is the same way. Okay, we don't have to take somebody the full limit. We can give whatever of our energy that we can spare. Somebody wants to call and wants to talk to you. Maybe you can't be on the phone with them for an hour. It's too exhausting. It's too draining. Maybe you can keep it to 5 minutes or 10 minutes and say, I really need to go. Somebody's at the door, or whatever it is, or I really need to go. I'm not feeling well. So you can decide how much you give. You don't have to completely and totally be in this energy where it's like all or nothing, right? Another thing too is when people say, how do I keep from people using me? How do I keep from people using me? I do so much from the goodness of my heart and I get used. If you can remember this one thing, I guarantee you, you will never get used again. And this is, You give somebody the same amount of effort they are giving you. If you're always the person calling, or if you're always the person giving, or if you're always the person checking up, or if you're always the person trying to make plans to get together, that is a person that you're just throwing all this energy into, like this bottomless pit. This bottomless pit you keep putting stuff into and they don't give you anything back. Okay, so that's basically what happens when we're trying to manifest love. For those of you who just kind of came on, today's format's a little bit different. I usually do a daily angel message, and today I'm doing an angel message around love and manifesting love, because I'm doing the love readings for April, and I already have the love set up, so it's easier to just kind of go with the theme, than to take it down and then put everything all back up. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe and hit notification, and you'll get a notice when the April love readings are up. And I'm going to be doing them a little bit differently. They'll be by zodiac sign. I promise you that. Every zodiac sign will have their own video. But as far as the spread of cards that I'm doing, I'm going to be reading the cards in a little bit of a different way, but it'll it'll look the same. Excuse me, I'm coughing. All right, my darlings. So, um, this is it. This is how you're gonna manifest it. A lot of you, you're already a kind person. You don't need practice being kind. You need practice receiving. You need practice allowing yourself to accept. Okay, my darlings. Um, Hello from Brussels. Somebody's asking me if I do money readings. I will start doing more money readings. Maybe tomorrow we'll have an angel message around finances, and maybe I'll do a pick a card around money in the next couple of days. Okay? So, my darlings, someone said people who refer to others are narcissists as well. It sometimes it can be, if somebody is going around and calling every single person a narcissist, probably. But I don't think you can say that, the word narcissist coming out of somebody's mouth makes them, a narcissist for calling somebody else a narcissist. Maybe if someone has a pattern of accusing everybody to be a narcissist, then they're probably a narcissist, but not always. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna look at a few of the comments here. Um. Okay, so I guess it was about money. People are wanting money readings. All right, my darlings. So I thank you for watching. If you want to know more about this deck, or if you want to check out the deck, you can see it. There's a link in the description to this video. That'll give you the info on Amazon, and I think Amazon might have like pictures of it in too as well. But it's a great deck. I love this deck, especially if you're practicing reading for yourself. It has so many beautiful images that you can just kind of like like tap into and just stare at the pictures and see what jumps out at you and receive messages in that way. So, today your homework, my darlings, is practice allowing people to be kind to you. Practice being able to accept compliments. If somebody says you have a nice smile, or if somebody compliments your shoes or whatever, just say thank you. You don't have to be humble so much to where you say, oh, these shoes, I've had these forever, or oh, these shoes, I got them on clearance for, like practically nothing, or oh, whatever, my smile's okay. Like, don't brush away compliments. Practice receiving today. Practice receiving. Thank you so very much for watching, guys. If you want another message, if you're hungry for more messages, or if you weren't feeling the love vibe today, go to Amethyst Angelite on Facebook or Instagram, because there's a different card of the day today. And I loved today's card. I really did. It was a really beautiful card. I used a unicorn deck. And it was a really beautiful, inspiring message that came through for that. So if you want another daily message, or you just weren't feeling this one, you can go to Facebook or Instagram and check that out, my darlings. There's a blue arrow on my screen. I don't know what's YouTube is changing things around. I don't know how to read the notifications anymore. Okay, honeys, take care. Sending you so much love.